This show takes Stillwater's run deep very seriously this episode, and Simon upset my spirit, especially because he is someone who loves horror movies. And I feel like every time he steps into that church car, he dismisses every lesson he ever learned from those movies and just puts himself in harm's way for no reason. This video will contain spoilers for season 3, episode 4, The Bereft Club. If you have not seen the episode, give this video a like and come visit it later because we have a lot to talk about. Maddie is truly going through it in these episodes, and what I love about this scene between her and Wally is that even though everything in her mind is filled with chaos, he's able to truly help her, calm her down, give her the space and time and the moment to just be, which is something I feel like she has not been able to do or experience ever since her dad passed away. Let me also state that in every universe, I want Wally and Maddie to end up together. And if there's any way for him to get that second chance at life, for them to actually be together, let's have them take it, please. Quinn and Mr. Martin experience shrooms for the first time, and what I love about Quinn's specific hallucinations that she goes through, because it's very opposite of Mr. Martin, is that they are truly coming to terms with their identity as being non-binary and being okay with that freedom that it allows them to put a name to that and to their identity and just be. And I absolutely love this scene for them because it really was giving Age of Aquarius. And if anybody knows me, I love hair. Yuri needed to face his scar sober. He spent even his life running away by using substances to escape from those problems. So he needed to face his fear that was inside that scar sober to actually get the clarity that he needed. While Maddie is looking for Simon, she sees Mr. South and he shows her the stone, which is just outside of the perimeter, which is one of the reasons that keeps the ghost from leaving past that perimeter. And he tells her about the stone tape theory, which essentially is that when something very traumatic happens, the energy of that moment is forever cemented into like a cord or a stone, and it ends up can also doing a replay, and it keeps the things or energy trapped there. After learning that the town used to be called Stillwater, Mr. Martin, while he's still on shrooms, remembers his mother's face as well as the story she used to tell him about the day they split the river. We also learn more about Claire this episode and the fact that she's Finnish and that she speaks it better than she writes. But due to that fact, she's able to discover that before it was called Split River, it used to be called Stillwater. And the town has done their best after what happened at the church, which the school sits on, that 8 little kids lost their life plus 1 adult. Maddie's dad is also doing what he can to help his daughter from the hospital, so he ends up going to talk to a nurse who has been there the longest of any ghost there, and she tells him that there are people not like them who still have the ability to cross over, but people who have lost their connection to the place where they passed away, and eventually those people become the forgotten. I also truly need to give Xavier his props. His redemption arc from the first season to now has been incredible, and I also love how Claire and Nicole remind him that he's not as stupid as he looks, and he needs to give himself more credit, essentially is what they meant by that. Quinn coming down off the shrooms, and the one thing she is brave enough to do is try to kiss Rhonda, was very sweet. And I think that Rhonda did not want to kiss her, but she also thinks that because Quinn is on shrooms that she didn't really mean it. I cannot wait for them to have that conversation and we learn how Rhonda feels, even though I think a lot of us already know that she also feels the same way that Quinn feels about her. So when Simon and Wally go back to the church guard to get Mr. Martin's watch, they discover this hulking figure that we will come to know as White Eyes. And did anybody else have the just fear instilled in them that it was hard to sleep at night? Because White Eyes is terrifying. What did you guys think of the episode, and what are your predictions now that we know that Split River used to be called Stillwater? Let me know in the comments.